I don't know if because it's not so dark. It's not so dark. And I'm not trying to like, I think it was this one. I don't know which one. The personal assistant picked out the light the last time. And I can't remember which one, babes. I cannot remember which one. I think it was this one. But it's not dark outside, so we're gonna use this one, this light. But hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl Britt Bright going live with the Breeze Talk and Bass Squad. We gotta talk. We have to talk. We have to talk. We have to talk. I told y'all we was gonna talk. I am so happy. I am so happy. Can I say this? I am so happy. I don't have to answer to no mob bosses, no executives, because it must be hard. It must be hard. I'm starting to notice a trend. I'm starting to notice a trend, and I've been noticing it. And I told y'all, I thought over here, they can't afford me. Because they can't. Because I'm going to ask for a big dollar price. Y'all are out here swinging and banging for people, and they paying y'all pennies on a dollar. Pennies on that dollar. What are we to do? But let me share this out, Bay Squad, because I told y'all we was going to come and do this live. I told y'all we was coming. I told y'all we was coming. I told y'all we was coming. A lot of people asked me, they were like, Bree, because we covered the Tasha K segment. I told y'all I'm going to just stand on my truths, and that's it. Excuse me. But I did hear a content creator did say Tasha K took those talking points. I'm not going to say who, but I did see a video, and the video was the talking points were I don't want to do I want to say that were very great minds think alike. Very great minds think alike. And I was like, y'all know the base can't wait to tell me stuff. And yes, yes, send me the stories. Do not send me stuff, no conspiracy theories. Send me the things. Tangible, hardcore proofs. I don't want the things that are not the things, okay? Thank you, Base Squad. Okay. We are live. Y'all see the thumbnail. We are talking about 50 Cent. We are talking about Davido. We are talking about Charlemagne the God being exposed by Ray Daniels. Well, really, Charlemagne the God exposed himself. And then, of course, we got to talk about AOC. Because I think AOC thinks we're stupid, and it won't work. You know, she's over here with those purity politics. I keep telling y'all, they be talking about they're so progressive, and they usually be the ones who are out here doing way worse. Until they call out the isms in the Democratic Party, until they stand on their anti-blackness and keep thinking they don't need the black vote, we're not voting for you. And the fact that you want to run for president is laughable. They will not put you in. They will not put you in. You missed your PR calling. Did I see Patterson? Why do you say that, C. Patterson? But hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl, Britt Bright, going live with the Retalk and Bass Squad. We have to talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess. How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care, okay? How you can engage with this video, hype this video up, send a donation, send a gift, or just simply engage and support this video is by hitting those three dots right there. And that being said, opinions are not facts. Opinions are not facts. Opinions are not facts. And where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup, run the checkup, and run the checkup. Thank you, 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 Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, I'm not like those other girls. We love the donations, and y'all, make sure if you're a content creator, you have to review the new monetization policy that's came out. It's for review. Baby, they are making it harder for the girls. That's why I feel like I have been staying true to myself. I have been monetized since I came on this platform. Y'all know I've been monetized since I came on this platform. Did we have to fight for that monetization 1 or 2 times? Yeah, we did. We even went through a 6-month period where somebody was trying to claim my channel as theirs. You see how the girls do? You see how the girls do? That was crazy. That should tell y'all I am a factor in this hoe. And this is why I'm your favorite blogger's favorite blogger. Whew. Ooh, I almost choked. Blast off. Baby Darius, there's this new soundbite. I gotta send it to you because when I tell you I love me a good vocal stem, I was on the floor. Welcome. Your thought process is usually spot on. Thank you so much. I just be in alignment. I really be in alignment. And did y'all see Megan Thee Stallion over there with the former Flotus? When I tell you the hoes ain't working like they supposed to be working, when I think about the rap girlies who are out here putting in that work, actually doing the things to keep themselves in the forefront and keeping it light and cute and fun, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B number 1, because Cardi B knows her audience. Megan Thee Stallion, strong number 2. That's why you will always be on top. Chef's kiss. And I have to say Doja Cat. Doja Cat knows how to market herself. She say y'all not fucking with her, it doesn't matter. She knows she look good. That ass still fat. She light skin. Okay? Hot girl, sweet like the honey. You know, they're not as sensitive. I think Cardi gets a little sensitive, but I think she's getting her get back because she went to... Child, I told y'all she went out there to the DR. She went to her roots. You see why I keep saying that? I've been saying that since last year. A lot of y'all are not going to your roots. I'm loving the conversations about FBA and all that, speaking to it, because a lot of people feel like we came over here on boats. Some of us did not come over here on a boat. Okay, quick education lesson. Some of us were already here. Our people were already here. Our people were already feet planted on solid ground. Our people were already thriving. You know, it's amazing to me. We can see every historical artifact known to man, even down to the holla. Okay, but we can't see a historical slave ship in America. All these slave ships that came. I have no issues with my international blacks. But if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it, because some of y'all don't even know your state history. Some of you don't even know Louisiana was Louisiana before America even thought about it. Older than America. But y'all don't know anything. You do know there was some black slave owners. And it wasn't because there was Geechee and Creole. You have to know your history. If you don't know your history, they're going to just tell you anything. And this is why I say you have to know where you come from. Some of you are out here searching for where you come from. And there's proof of where you come from. You have to go home. You have to go back where it started. I'm not telling you to have relationships with the family that you cut off, but you should at least know where you come from. You got to know where they start. You have to know. Some of y'all want to have whiteness in your blood so bad. Some of your blood is not even diluted. Some of y'all don't even understand the blood types and what the blood types really represent. That's how I know. That's how I know. That's how I know y'all don't be no. Oh, y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that, though. When y'all ready, we'll be here, because, baby, they taking people out for the information. They is taking people out for the information, and they won't get me. So let's get into AOC, shall we? Please get the likes up. Dark skin princess. I told y'all, Babe Squad, I'm dark skin. Ah, yes. Yes. You know, I'm a dark skinned black woman. Thank you. Ah, yes, preach. Yes, preach, 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 preach. Welcome, 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 and please get these likes up. So let's get into AOC. So AOC was out here and she was talking about her running mates, and she was talking about woke. Woke, and I do believe this AT2. Woke is the new term for nigga. Woke is the new term for nigga. Okay? When they be out there saying woke, I told y'all, anybody who over on Beyonce's internet crying about the white man and they are tied to white men and women, you have to look at them very like this. The same way I look at Tariq Nasheed is the same way I look at AOC. Pass the bill, ho. I told y'all when she fumbled the Amazon deal and she tried to hijack the Amazon, what was it? 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 The unions that black man coordinated for all of the Amazon workers to have, and she hijacked it and fumbled it. And not only did New York miss out on that money, we talked about it. That money came down to the DMV. And down at the DMV, they got all that money. And then the people who wanted those jobs, could have used those jobs, were like, listen here, ho, because it's not like you passing anything of importance. I told y'all then. She ain't worth a damn, but y'all keep voting her in because she done with her red lipstick and showing off her brand new teeth. And she keeps telling y'all about, oh, back when I was a waitress. You ain't been a waitress in years, ho. It's been almost 10 years. You ain't been a waitress. Pass a bill, pass some legislature, pass some laws. I did not hear her actively speaking out when they was hijacking them homes from them black folks. Y'all know what was going on in New York. I said, Trump. But I told y'all they really, the isms up north than they are down south. They love to talk about the south, but the true isms is up here. The supremacy and all that, it's up here, baby. That's why they get mad. That's why they really hate on the blacks who know their lineage. I never get upset with a Meek Mill because Meek Mill knows what's going on. He's from Philadelphia. I tell y'all, the people from the Philadelphias is way tapped in. That's where all of the laws and stuff. Child, I'm talking too much. Let me shut up. And to the Secret Service and the rest of them listening, I don't even know anything. I got a Louisiana education, child. Don't listen to me. Y'all see how much I use this? Y'all see how much I use this, baby? Cleans her to the bone. I told y'all, you don't have to spend big bank on products. This is probably like $8. You probably can get a dupe from this from the hair store. Y'all know I love me a good hair store lip gloss. Never go out of style. But AOC is a no for me. She's a dud. She's a dud. She stands in her anti-blackness. She always comes after the fact. She loves the attention. That's what she do. I don't know if that's a New York thing, but shout out to Madani, because Madani is making everybody feel the pressure in New York. They have to stand on big business, and we're about to see if she can. That's why when I say Hakeem Jeffries is not by himself, AOC hasn't been calling him out. She only started calling him out when we called him out. Yeah. Okay, let's move right along. Let's get into 50 Cent, shall we? So y'all know her ex-husband, Peter Patricia Thomas, is out here talking. And I know y'all go up for Peter, but not me. I do not go up for the Peters, baby, because Peter gives me Dusty vibes. I don't care if Peter was out here doing his big one. He always came across as Dusty. Let's get into this clip, shall we?
That it was under, I wanted to secure it because I'm going away. And I said, if I go away for a year, at least a year, 14, 15 months, I want to come back to my home. All right? So I needed to make a payment, okay, to just pay it off. Okay, so I said, Cynthia, I need you to write this check. As a matter of fact, Cynthia, I need you to buy this townhouse from me. all right, under your company name. Okay, I'm gone. Okay, could rent it out, Airbnb it, whatever. Because I have 350,000 equity into this place. Okay, I don't want to lose that money. Okay, all right. And if you can't Airbnb it, or for whatever reason, you could sell it. It's under your company name. Okay, but at least I know there's a chance of me having my home when I get back out. And we met at a restaurant.
And he's telling this story as if this is smart to do. On Carlos King is so messy.
In the loop. And she agreed, and I talked to my banker, which I introduced her to, which is now her banker. Okay, and I involved my friend Sunita Brooks in it because she was talking to Cynthia more than I was talking. So I wasn't trying to talk to Cynthia every day. So I had Sunita in the mix, talking to her to make sure it would go down. And like 10 days before the process fold, I called her on the 9th day and said, "Hey, look, I've been texting you, and for you to engage with people that we could do the purchase." And I don't know what happened within her saying yes and that 10 days. But I sent her a text, and her reply was, "I feel like I'm being pressured. I feel like I'm being bullied." Okay. And I'm like, what? Because we had a great lunch. Okay. I thought everything was good. I'm the guy who walked away not taking 50% of the money, not taking any money, future money, just walked away. Sell the house, keep the money from the proceeds from the house, do whatever. Anything you think I owed you, you got it. Okay, I don't want nothing. So when she did that to me.
My thing is this, how come he didn't ask his daughters to do it? How come he didn't ask his daughters to do it?
And the day when I made that statement is the day that the marshal knocked on my door at 7:30 in the morning and give me 15 minutes to get out of my townhouse. Okay? And I thought we were good. I thought I didn't take nothing from the divorce. I thought we were friends. She just did the podcast in the said townhouse. And now I lost my house because she didn't stand up for me. The company that it was under.
Imagine going to prison because you have tax problems and you're saying this. So somebody said, Peter, aka Patricia, remember you owe all that money in taxes and you had leases and debts tied to those restaurants that were in Cynthia's name. I definitely remember that. If you are a Real Housewife of Atlanta fan, then you remember that, right? You ruined that woman's credit and she had to take you to court just to get the money back, right? I don't blame her at all. I wouldn't have put that house in my name either, or my business, or in my business. You crossed that woman too many times, and then you were rubbing your new girlfriend in her face right before you went to prison. Come on now. Now imagine Cynthia had mortgaged Peter's house and something happened. She could have been stuck with that house and all that debt. So honestly, I don't blame her one bit. So somebody said she probably met with her attorney and it was probably advised not to engage with a felon going to jail for tax evasion. Even in his retelling the story, he didn't actually ask her for help. I need you to buy this house is not a request. It's an expression of expectation and entitlement. She didn't do it because it's kind of illegal. She didn't need to be caught up in that. You had equity. You should have been took it out and put an account to do automatic payments while you were gone, or had a family member control the payments. See, that's what I said. I said, where is the daughter? People be slow. I'm not slow. It is so weird to me. Please get the likes up. Should have sold it and hit the money in his mama's house. Not in his mama's house, my God. Not in the mama's house. But y'all, I don't blame Cynthia at all. This man is still talking about how he made her a factor on reality TV. I am sick of him talking about that. Like he's like, well, I was known for the music. Clearly, you're not that good at it because you're in debt, in a lot of debt, because you don't pay taxes. And the one thing I can honestly say about deranged Vicky from the Real Housewives of Orange County, she said, no matter what you do, you gotta pay your taxes. You got to pay your taxes. That's the fastest way for them to put you in any type of prison, chokehold, something. Them taxes. Y'all be over there playing. I don't know why y'all be playing. I don't know why y'all be playing. It's so weird to me. It's so strange to me. Very weird, very strange. But let's get into Davido. He should have, he has money to keep opening restaurants, but doesn't have money to pay his mortgage or his employees. Please get the likes up. Let's get into Davido, honey. Let's get into Africa's biggest star, Davido. Davido calls on Trump to intervene in Osun state election amid fears of violence. I must say I am embarrassed for Africa, because why are you, as a country in Africa, a citizen of one of the countries in Africa, asking America to get involved? Davido, a call for attention to President Donald Trump. And just so y'all know, he wrote that. President Donald Trump, I'm calling your attention to a situation in Osun State, Nigeria. Right? Shut up. As we approach the election, there are growing concerns about tension and possibility of violence, intimidation, or disruption of the democratic process. Are there not presidents in Africa from other nations that could assist? I don't know. Osun people deserve to exercise their constitutional right to vote freely, peacefully, and without fear. I appeal to the United States and the international community to pay close attention to the election and encourage all relevant authorities to ensure that every voter is protected and every vote is respected. We do not want bloodshed. We do not want intimidation. We want peace, transparency, and a free and fair election at the real Donald Trump. Why would you call on Donald Trump for anything dealing with peace, fairness, and transparency? And our people are stuck at sea. Isn't the U.S. Abraham still stuck at sea? It's been 273 days. The sailors are trying to themselves at sea. Iran is still actively bombing our American people in Asia. Are you slow or are you dumb? And this is why I say, like, I don't know what's going on in Africa because I haven't been to Nigeria. I have not. But for you to be calling on our president to assist in something where he said there's voter fraud and tampering in our own country, are you okay? Here are some of the comments. Africans begging the white man for things. Shocker. Child, that got a lot of likes. Begging that man for help when he's made it clear he doesn't like us is absolutely insane. That got a lot of likes. This is the equivalent of asking the devil for some ice cream. Sir, shaking my head. Davido needs to stop. Where was this energy when people were kidnapped and when other things were going on except for politics? Child, they eating him up. Haitian businessmen, African entertainers, sensing a theme here. Ooh, let me like that. Let me like that. And then somebody said, mans don't even want a free and fair election here. And they said, what is he drinking? Davido, baby, they're eating you up. And rightfully so. Because to me, this was ignorant. I would have never did this to my people. I would have never did this at all. This was just, like, why won't you use your music to get the people to be fair and talk about transparency. Like, I don't understand why people don't use their gifts for the things that they want. You use what you were born here to do. You're a singer, sing. Talk about you want a free and fair election in your music. I don't know. I just think that's weird. I think it's really weird. Child, U.S. usually backs the worst candidate in foreign elections. Child, and their candidates haven't been winning. If y'all seen them. Anyways. Let me make sure I covered everybody on this thumbnail, honey. Boom, 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 boom. So let's get into the Ray Daniels, Charlemagne the God expose. I want to say I told y'all I wasn't here or feeling for Uncle Charlotte, you know, very sassy, very just everything going on with Charlemagne the God. I have been pointing it out since the beginning. When he linked up with Tommy Loren, it gave ultra conservative. I told y'all then, when he allowed Joe Biden, the former president, to get on the platform, his platform, and said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. I knew then. I just said, wow, he's always been on the wrong side. And it's starting to look like that Wendy Williams karma is hitting back. And I love that for Charlotte. Because not only am I going to bask in what's going to happen moving forward because you're a Rock Nation girly, you're a peon, you're a pawn, you're not even an artist. You're somebody who's about to get washed with your clothes on. I love this for you because we know you can't fight, Mr. South Kakalaki man. Anybody who's basked in perversion and tooted their ass up to be bent over, yeah, could never say anything. And that picture is very much real. I love how you scrubbed that from the internet, but it was never scrubbed from my mind. Shout out to Yusuf. Shout out to Yusuf because that's where we seen it, you know. I knew you was a person loiter for a very long time. You know, you nasty man. You know, anybody who is a fan of using Spanish fly could never sit next to me. You are a disgusting individual. Not only are you a proponent of Me Tooing women, you are into the child play. You are into the child play because he said he loved watching the R. Kelly tape. You bask in supremacy values and talking points. You have went against everybody who was black all in the name of making money, and you're not even making that much money. You're not even making that much money. The fact that Alex Cooper is outperforming you says a lot. Says a lot, Charlotte. And hell is going to be real hot for you. Hell is going to be real hot for you on this earth because anytime Jay-Z do a deal with someone he don't even respect, they get fucked. So you might as well learn to relax your body. But you're used to taking it. So let's get into how he got exposed. And Jay-Z, nasty, 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 nasty man. Nasty man. Love his music. Still nasty man.
I think the Breakfast Club is purposely trying to destroy Atlanta.
Yeah, because they just had
Wait. I started it backwards. Let me start with the top.
Let me address this because this is the part that I want to address the most. Charlemagne said, I'm going to get past all of the personal attacks and go here. Let's go ahead.
Yesterday, Ray Daniels got it really wrong. See, he was on his podcast, Ray Daniels Presents, and he said definitively, okay, without a shadow of a doubt, that Jay-Z had a new album coming out. Here's a pro tip. All right, instead of saying matter-of-factly Jay-Z album is done, how about say someone told you? Ray told me once himself that he only started podcasting, and he only says the things that he says because he wants another job in the music industry.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the clip. By the way, tell you something that I heard about on the Jay-Z tip. Just a little quick update. His album is done.
okay.
It's completely done. It's just we might get it if somebody partners with him. If nobody partners with him, it's not coming. Somebody called and confirmed it from me.
And when he says partner, he's talking about a corporation. If you know anything about Jay-Z, that's how he do business. How do I know he do business like this? Because when he released the blueprint, In order for him to do an autograph for you, you had to buy the album in the store. How do I know that? Because I was in middle school. No, I was in the ninth grade. I think I was in the ninth grade. I was in the ninth grade and I went with someone and we bought the album and he signed it. I remember it like it was yesterday. They said that was the only way we could get an autograph CD, picture, all that. He was not playing. He did that with the record stores. I don't even remember the record store because they don't even have them anymore. But yes, I'm telling y'all. So for Ray Daniels to hear this and say, I heard the album is finished, we've all heard it. If you are in the content creation space, you heard it. I told you he was supposed to drop in December. That's what I was told. So if he was dropping in December, doesn't that mean the album should be done? Baby, these paid peons exposing their hand.
So I was like, okay, I just want to reveal it on the team. Did that not sound like I just said I got it from a source and I heard?
No, for sure.
So why the fuck am I the donkey? You know I'm the donkey because you work for them. You are the Jay-Z police. Charlemagne is one of my goats. Watching him, someone I admire, like Cowtail, because someone is telling him to, why would you give someone Donkey of the Day without looking into it?
Because it's viral.
No, it's because it's personal. Let me say another thing, Charlemagne. You get fed information. You are the media. They use you. We use you. We play with you. We play games with you. We tell you what we want you to think. I'm not talking like a media guy. I'm talking like an industry insider. I've sold hundreds of millions of records, Charlemagne. I had $1 million, a millionaire before I was on the internet talking. The internet didn't make me rich. The internet didn't get me hot. I got myself hot doing real work. And to be honest with you, I was trying to talk on the internet to get a job. And now my company makes too much money where I don't think nobody can afford me. I give anybody $10,000 out of my pocket. If anybody could find me saying, I just talk for clicks and likes. Because Charlemagne said that. He said that Ray told me that's a fucking lie. Anybody who know me know I'm crazy like this in person.
No, this guy.
Yeah,
Nigga, listen, it's like I'm not acting for the cameras. I already proved that he lied. Because he said, why didn't you say you heard? Here's me saying I heard. I said I heard and I heard from a source. And you didn't get that. And now you saying Ray said the same thing for clicks and views. You can't kill my reputation when I am my reputation. The response let me know that I was right. I used to work at Rock Nation for 3 years. I know most
Oh, he about to wake it up.
employees over there on the label side, they my friends and everything. I didn't get this information from none of them. I got this information from somebody who, like, honestly, the way they told me, it's like they wanted me to say it. I said, album done. We might. I kept saying we might.
Did you speak to him since?
Who? My source?
Yes.
Yes.
And what did your source say?
The album is done. There's nothing to talk about. The album is done. He's looking for a partner.
So you standing 10 toes on that?
I know more about what's happening from my channels than the person that runs the digital page for Rock Nation. The person that runs the digital page for Rock Nation does what they're told. I was excited, and I thought I created some excitement. Maybe I messed up they play, but here's what I would say. I messed up something for Atlantic one day. Atlantic called me. Ray, you really fucked up some business for us. I did. My bad. From now on, before you talk about Atlantic, can you call us and we talk it out? Sure. No problem. To me, if you don't want me to talk about it, then I deserve the respect of that. They don't do that. They play the other way, and all of a sudden, I got Donkey of the Day. Let me...
Baby, that was some nasty work. And Rock Nation has album done in quotation. Playing dirty.
So here's the funny thing. So, like I said, I've only talked to Charlemagne one time. He called me, and I'm like, so when people call me that I don't know,
Hey, say Hudson. Hey, boo.
I'm always like, the fuck did I say? Why Charlemagne call me? So he's like, yo, he's talking about the Jay-Z going viral and all this other stuff that he tells me, don't tell nobody I called you, whatever. That's why I'm saying that now, because it's like, nigga, like, you don't air me out like I'm not who I am, nigga.
Oh, he said, don't.
He called me, so Charlemagne called me to check me about Jay-Z and was like, you shouldn't be talking negative. You don't know all the positive shit he's doing. I'm like, I see the positive shit he's doing, but that don't mean he's not like Trump.
And just so y'all know, because they cut him a check, it says Rock Nation. Who's on Rock Nation? Sean Carter, Desiree Perez, Jana Fisherman, Angela Rye. And I told y'all I ain't never liked that hoe. Alicia Keys, Leonard McKelvey, known as Charlemagne the God. Baby! Ooh, Charla! The fact that he called you the Rock Nation police. And I really feel like academics didn't have the vernacular to go against you. He let you overtalk him because he has some type of respect for you. But somebody like me, I've never respected Charlemagne the God. I just thought I like what you did for the culture until you made Little Mama cry on the radio. I didn't like that. And then all the weird stuff started to happen. So, I can't. And then I didn't like how you did Auntie Monique. Didn't like it. And she was eating you up. And then the icing on the cake was how you treated Wendy Williams. Like, how could you treat somebody like that who gave you a job, you messy, dirty, downright scoundrel, and still to this day you think Kevin is the reason old girl came out and sat down with Tasha K and said you Me Too'd her. You gotta think bigger.
Right? He's playing the game. He's like, yeah, but that's not cool, Ray. And I was like, man, I appreciate you calling me, man. Like a black man picking up the phone for another black man, that was really noble to me. Charlemagne calls me, and then 3 or 4 days later, Wayno airs out that Charlemagne works for Rock Nation. Now, when he called me, though, boy, I asked him specifically. I'm like, yo, bro, this is really dope. Do you work with Jay? Or are you calling because that's your man? He was like, I don't work with Jay. I ain't got no business with him. I just know it's the right thing to do. And then 3 days, and then 3 days later, it gets announced. Because what you don't understand is that you the one that's wearing the jersey. Yep. And it ain't iHeart. And by the way, I'm cool with that. Because, listen, if I fuck was like, somebody come up there and talk negative about Tehran, I'm going to war with him. But guess what? I bought my houses with Tehran. I think I owe that to him. But I'm not going to go hard and fight wars for somebody that never put money in my pocket. I'm going to call this right now. I think the Jay-Z Charlemagne relationship is going to hurt him in the long run. He doesn't understand that you are playing with my bosses. You ever seen the movie Goodfellas? Be my...
And I loved how he articulated that, because where is the lie? Where is the lie? One of the OG mob bosses just died, and there was no big emotional outpour except for a few step infections. And I told you, you gotta watch somebody who comes out quickly and says, we need to do something for them. Jermaine Dupri. That's why I never liked him either.
Partner. I don't know how to run a restaurant. What you gonna be a partner for? And what he said, they going, fuck you, pay me. You ain't got no more money, fuck you, pay me. And then when you ain't got no more money, they blow the joint. You in business with people that don't care about what you do. They care about what they're doing with you. Charlemagne, I asked ChatGPT, I might be wrong. The last time he gave somebody donkey of the day for a rumor was 2016. For a rumor. He used to give people donkey of the day for actions.
Yeah, something they did. Yeah.
Something that they actually did wrong to hurt people. You gave me donkey because I announced that Jay-Z album was done. I didn't even say it was a release date. Yeah. All I said was, I heard it's done.
It may come or not.
It may come or not. And now donkey of the day, you got your head too far off his ass to see what's reality. And I say that sincerely as a brother that loves you and is still a fan of yours. You are tripping. Go look at that interview with Jay-Z was talking to Charlemagne. He talked to Charlemagne like he was a kid. Like, I gotta answer your question, little nigga. And then he brought him into his business, and now you fucking fighting everybody in the schoolroom for him. You the Jay-Z police. By the way, and while you was learning from Wendy Williams, I was learning from L.A. Reid. The same teacher that taught Jay-Z, taught Future, taught all of us. I was learning from him how to win. So let's not compare, because I just didn't pop up on the internet, Charlemagne. I sold 200 million records with my opinion. I think the Breakfast Club is purposely trying to destroy Atlanta.
Yeah, because they just said
And as somebody who said the radio, it's the private equities. It's the private equities. They're taking over everything. It's a bigger conversation, but Atlanta is so weak-minded. They'll allow anything to happen because they had all those flock cameras out there actively surveillancing people. Even though the CEO of Flock changes his license plate every day.
They asked T.I., and then I was like, maybe that's personal to me, and then they asked InvestFest, and now it's like, it feels like every time somebody come, they want to draw the line around Atlanta. It just feels like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me, because I'm in the middle of the fire. But it was like, the mayor thing is like, why would they ask that? Why are you asking about another city and what the mayor did? Why would they ask T.I. that? What you think about what Ray Daniels said about you? I don't like that shit. Of course he's gonna... I would respond like that if I'm Tip. Only way T.I. would answer that good is if him and I were best friends. Man, y'all leave Ray alone. It feels like the Breakfast Club is anti-Atlanta. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe they're just anti-Ray, because I've tried to reach out to come talk, and they don't respond to me. But they have no problem talking about me. That tells me something.
I don't know if it's anti-Atlanta, but I do know there's a lot going on down there in Atlanta. I think at InvestFest, the fact that them people went over there talking about the Atlanta mayor and they felt comfortable talking. None of that made sense. I told y'all, being in New York, Beautiful. I understand. I get it. The vibe, the hustle, right? But there's a lot of scammers. There's no way I would be investing with people who have no care or concern for the city. And that is the difference between a lot of states down south. We do not play that. Either you're coming in to build or you're coming in to destroy. And if you come in to destroy, we will handicap you in certain areas down south. We're not playing that. And I think Atlanta needs to get back to its essence. But honestly, I think they're trying to drive out the black populace, because for a very long time, even though I call it the succubus of sin, Atlanta was known for its black wealth in the generation of the dollar and the black community. And you see, they have that MAGA man actively going around taking pictures with these black restaurateurs, destroying their business. To me, it's a coordinated attack. But I think bigger than the program. I just be early. I don't be wrong. I just be early. So I'm going to leave it at that. But child, we're going to end it on a messy note. This Lindsay Clancy case it's bananas. Because I want y'all to hear something. I have been watching it every time I go to work at Instacart and I'm in the warehouse. I'm looking up to see like what's going on, because we're only allowed to watch 3 channels, and I refuse to watch the Weather Channel. So put it on the Crime Channel. Put it on the Crime Channel. And when I tell you, my goodness, it is deep. Let's get into it.
So when the cops got there, they said that he was standing over her. He was standing over her, and they walked up to him and everything, and he was like, hey, I'm going to go look for the kids now, because she said the kids were in the basement. So they're still working on her. She's right beside the window of the basement. They look in, and they see him remove the bands from Dawson. So by that logic, if they could see what was happening in the basement, if they could see Dawson in the basement, then couldn't Patrick, by that logic, have been able to see Dawson in the basement if he was standing in the same spot that the cops were standing in and the cops could see him? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what they're saying? Do you hear what he's saying? Y'all good with that? Do you see how that doesn't make sense? Do you see how the cops said that they could see him in the basement with Dawson, but you're going to try to say that Patrick couldn't see Dawson in the basement while he was standing over Lindsay? And have you heard about the Skittles? How he bought Skittles and he loves to use Skittles to run, but then Skittles weren't in the bag? The cop testified to that. So where'd the Skittles go? Why did he change from boots to running shoes after he bought the Skittles? I'm not saying he did it. I am just saying everything coming out of his mouth does not make sense to me. And I'm not the only one, apparently, because the attorneys have been able to tell us everything that's going on. And I have came to that conclusion on my own that what he is saying does not make sense at all. I went into this thinking 100% she did it. I was convinced she did it. And then he opened his mouth. So when the cops got there,
and let's also add a little salt to the game. The police never investigated. The police never investigated. And then I found out today her fingerprints were on none of the bands. People think all of the true crimers are just so caught up on this because she's a white woman. No, she couldn't even talk. Her back was broke. She had spinal fluid coming out of her ears or something like that. She had fluids coming out of her nose. Her trachea was crushed. All I'm saying is there is a history of when the clears, the men, want to leave and they don't want any attachment, they take them out. And people are even coming to the conclusion, because the girl, his new wife, looks so much like Lindsay, they're like, was she at the house too? Because Lindsay said she can see herself doing it because she was so out of her mind. But I don't know. But here's more.
Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but like they had to have vetted out this man's alibi, right? Like, the police had to do their job because this right here, I just saw, I'm eating my boy kibble slop meal prep right here, and I just watched this TikTok video on the Patrick Lindsay Clancy trial. There's no way in hell, right? Like, not to be conspiracy theorists, like, for me, they had to have vetted out his alibi. But this right here is crazy. This is his best friend on the left on stand. This is Patrick Clancy. This right here is the CVS camera, and this is the restaurant camera. That looks like two different people. I'm shook. This is the first time I've encountered something where I'm like, this is damning and convincing. Like, what do you guys think? The police had to have vetted his alibi out. That's all. I get all these people questioning what is really happening right now, but like, for me, I'm just like, his alibi had to be stronger than steel. Not.
And I keep telling y'all, if they're doing it for this woman who comes from privilege and prominence, of course they're fucking it up for us, whether we have money or not. And I keep telling y'all that. Y'all don't be listening. Y'all don't be listening. And where's the other one? I think that was it. Was that it? Yes, it is. Luigi is supposed to go to the feds tomorrow. So we shall see what's going on with that. What's going on with that? Here's the sound bite I wanted you to hear, Darius.
So I guess this is how we're going to roll now.
Corporations are rich, and they throw the fanciest parties. And if I don't take their money, I'm not going to be invited to the party. Like, fuck your party.
I love it. That's my new soundbite. Fuck your party. Look, that's all I have for y'all. Like, I have to come bring y'all this tea. I got hiccups right now. I had to come bring y'all these things. I gotta get me some more water, y'all. I just be guzzling the water down. Y'all don't be thinking I be drinking water, but I really do. I really do. I gotta go get me some more. Cause, child, you gotta stay hydrated. Oh, make sure you're planting your gardens. Make sure you're planting your gardens. And if you're not fit, make sure you start doing some type of exercise for 45 minutes daily. I want y'all to be in the best shape possible. Do the things. I keep saying this. I don't care if you're on the PEPs. I don't care if you're on the GLP. I don't care if you're doing the red light, the blue light. I don't care if you're doing the lymphatics. I don't care if you go see the surgeon. Do what's best for you. You're only going to get one life. And everything seems to be going to shit, okay? Including the housing market. I keep telling y'all the housing market is not what they say it is. These realtors are not selling homes. These banks are not taking these homes back because people have caught on to the bullshit. But what are your thoughts, Space Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go.